Yeah, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. We'll be vintage cubing tonight. Spinning deer and the starting soon. Day just begun. I wake up at like 5 p.m. It is 5:50. I woke up slightly earlier than that. So let's hop in the queue here. Do I work nights? No. My sleep schedule's just inverted. Okay, first pack, Wooded Foothills. Um, I'm not really in for a lot of the other cards. Death Right's okay. Through the Breach is also pretty decent. I think I'm just going to take the fetch land. Not a very exciting pack. Yeah, no, both me and Trinket Mage, we're both really night owly. We both stay up really late. Um, so this has just been like my current like get up time. I've just been sleeping through the day, really. I wake up like mid afternoon recording and stuff. Ooh, okay. Broadside bombardiers? I'm in. I'm in for that. Anyone who was here last stream saw me get absolutely annihilated by this card. Yeah, currently I'm in between jobs right now. I'm moving soon. So looking for new work out there. Oh, my bad. I also forgot to turn off the QR code. It's funny me. I should really just put all those on the same hotkey. That's probably something I'm gonna do. Um this is Broadside Bombardiers, it's broken. Menace Haste for 3 mana, 2/2. Boast, sacrifice another creature artifact. It deals 2 plus the mana value of the thing you sacrificed. I'm gonna take Jacked Rabbit here. Makes tokens for Broadside to Fling. And also is just like never a dead draw. People are sleeping on this card. This card's very good. Oh yeah, no, this card's broken. Let's just force red white aggro here. Pyrokinesis. Not a 0. Git Probe is also not out of the question. Like, strongest card in this pack is maybe Flame of Anor, but I'm just going to take the Pyrokinesis. Triplicate Titan sounds fun to fling until you realize you have to get Triplicate Titan into play first. Then it sounds awful to fling. I'd much rather just sack little, like Braben Inspector's Clue for a shock or something. This guy makes combat so difficult because he has Menace and then also can just fling damage around. Holy smokes, Animate Dead still in this pack? I mean, that's just... Carnage Interpreter is also very good, but... I'm not going to say no to an Animate Dead, I don't think. Bone Shard's discard outlet? Or we could do a Lingering Souls, perhaps? It's mostly commander cards, I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of commander cards. I think I want Lingering Souls more than Bone Shards. I don't know. Bone Shards is so good for no, it has to be Lingering Souls. Let's do that. Okay, there's our Triome. Yeah, Fire Blast is good, but I can't afford to take anything else. Like, this is all 3 of our colors off of a Wooded Foothills. That's insane. Ghost Fire Slice for a little bit of burn, or can we Glory Bringer over the top? I think I'm partial to Ghost Fire Slice. I think Glory Bringer, like, very... What am I saying? Glory Bringer's so good. All right, we're back around. Let's just get a Burst Lightning under us. Dark Ritual's also probably not bad, but I don't have a lot of synergy with it yet anyway. 0 mana. Take a Sunbaked Canyon or an Oust. I think I'm just gonna take the Canyon. Yeah, with Burst Lightning coming back around, in hindsight, Glorybringer is the right choice over Ghost Fire Slice. Though Burn typically does get good in multiples. Exciting stuff. We're where we want to be. Red White is very good right now. A little Splash Black maybe for the Animate Dead. We'll see where we end up on that. We could be Mardu. Or, like, at least we're splashing the Savai Triome to get the Lingering Souls flashback. That's definitely something that's happening. An Intrepid Adversary? Oh, this deck's gonna hum. With the Jacked Rabbit and the Lingering Souls, Intrepid Adversary would go insane. I wouldn't turn down a Mox either, but... You're not even that late to the live yet. No one's claimed the first channel points. No one's late until that happens. Firebolt or Sarah Paragon? There's a channel points reward called, or channel points. Yep, first. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Sarah Paragon. Concealed Courtyard. I mean, to be fair, I think you are just the only one who knows about it. I did just get channel points last stream, so. Whoa, Carnage Interpreter wheeled! That's so good. Carnage Interpreter's so good with Broadside Bombardiers. So you play Broadside Bombardiers, you do your thing that turn. Next turn, Carnage Interpreter. I'm gonna take Sorin of House. No, I'm gonna take Guardian Skill. Fire Blast Game Back. Yo, our seat's open. Favorite card of all time. Give me a second to think about that as I take Karakas from this pack. Oh, there's our Intrepid Adversary. Hopefully that wheels. I can't pass a Karakas. It's just too good. Like, even Fury, I think, would be better than Intrepid Adversary. We have so much wheeling from this pack. Like, even like a land would be good. I never pass Karakas. This card's broken. Well, you can pass. Okay, we have Lelia and Othari. Oh, God. I think I'm gonna take Othari. I think Lelia. We already have enough 3-drops. Yeah, it's just the Othari. This is hype. Goblin Rabble Master. Usher of the Fallen. I think like I said, we already have enough 3-drops. Let's just get the Usher underneath us. That's another 1 into 2 for Broadside Bombardiers. I'm a fan. Recurring Nightmare would also be great. I'm not a partner. I'm an affiliate. They are technically different. Cube is a great time. I'd be... What to take? I don't really have a lot of Flicker synergy for Touch the Spirit Realm. I'll get to your favorite card question in just a second here. Sorry, the cube has taken me in. Maybe Figure of Destiny? I could take Necromancy. I already have Animate Dead. It's really funny to play it off the Sarah Paragon. I mean, what's the second best pick? Like Glimmer Lens? I'm gonna take Necromancy. There's Shallow Grave. Staff of the Storyteller. We make tokens off Jackrabbit, Lingering Souls. This is whenever we create one or more creature tokens, so it wouldn't trigger off of that. Pyrogoyf is incredible. Plateau is also very good, but we already have we are fetchable. We have a Savai Triumph. I think our mana is fine enough for now. I'm going to take the Pyrogoyf because this card's just so very strong. I saw a Flicker Enabler earlier in the pack. I think we're in on the Goyf. Containment Priest. The Containment Priest is very good in these sort of like aggro strategies because you lose to unfair decks really badly. And this will make you have some equity in those and some interaction in those matchups. Belia! Yo, that's wicked. Okay, now if we wield the one equipment, we're golden. Lauren is like my first pick out of this pack, but let's take another second to think. Yeah, it's just Lauren. Sorry, a lot of movement in my house today. So favorite card in Magic. Gosh, it's probably like Vindictive Lich or something stupid. I love that card so much. Our Intrepid Adversary wield. Oh, for sure, yeah. No, that wheel was incredible. Let's take Council. A little bit iffy on that. I'd Hollow Scholar. Feels right. Okay. We're cooking. I hope the one equipment for Mirrodin wheels. That card's really good with Belia. Why not the Rabble Master? We're already very dense on 3-drops. I'd rather have the hand interaction. We have Broadside Bombardiers. We have Carnage Interpreter, Lingering Souls. Like, if we want token generation, we have it here in Jackrabbit. Yep, there's Glimmer Lens. So that's the reason why. I'd rather have the hand disruption of Scholar off of the Savai Triumph than another token generator 3-drop monster, because we're already... Ideally, you don't have too many of those. I think I'm going to take him to Torok. I don't think we can swing double black. But I'm open to the concept of it, and I don't think the other cards really make the cut. Dude, Lauren with like Felia, Glimmerlens with Felia, Containment Priest with Felia start killing their creatures. Ooh, rough. Glorybringer can untap earlier with Felia. Blade Blast Fireball is a very good sideboard card. I know Croxa can give us some late grind, but once again, it's just the double black. I'd rather just have the board clear for the red-white mirrors. All right, good stuff. Red-right aggro is the place to be. We're slightly Mardu with the necromancy and stuff, but I might be cutting black out of the deck, honestly. How do you prioritize mana fixing versus good draft cards in the draft? If it is power, if it's like top 20 or so cards, I won't take it over a fetch land. But fetch lands trump so many things. Like, there's a lot of cards that are just worse than a fetch land in this cube. Fixing is very important. Bolt is funny. I'm gonna take the Skyclave Apparition. I know I just went on a long-winded rant about, 3-drops and etc., but like, this is just insane interaction, and it will win a lot of games. Chrome Mox isn't out of the question. Luminarch Aspirant's also very good. Either those two. I only have one drop. I think Luminarch Aspirant is like at its peak when you have multiple 1-drops. Chrome Mox is very good here, where we have a lot of 2-drops and then 3-drop and then 4-drop. Like, I feel like the acceleration of Chrome Mox is going to bring us a lot farther. Gut. And also you can fling it with Broadside Bombardiers. Gut is the first thing I'm drawn to in this pack. Yeah, I think we're going to cut Animate Dead and Necromancy. I am going to take Gut. Once again, I went on my little 3-drop rant on my soapbox, but Gut is just so strong. Like, there's no real second best pick in here besides Stoneforge Mystic, maybe hope for a Cauldra. We already have the Glimmer Lens for the Stoneforge Mystic. Like, if we get a Cauldra, it's like not out of the question, but Gut is just such a strong card. If I got an Ancient Tomb in this pack, I think I would explode. Yeah, that's true. Stoneforge can get... We saw Batterskull earlier. Walking Ballista, Flame Slash, Inti. Esper Sentinel is like not 100%. I don't know if I say Esper 100%. Flame Slash is a very good card. It is between Esper Sentinel and Flame Slash. I'll give you that much. But Flame Slash, you're not giving it enough credit. That card's very good. I mean, I guess I'll try it out. Like, I do. You need to give Flame Slash more credit there. It took me a while to really consider. There's Cauldra. Is there anything else we'd want in this pack, or do we just hope the yeah, Shadowy Backstreet? Pretty good. Although, hang on, our fetch doesn't get Shadowy Backstreet. A lot worse now. Could just take Unexpectedly Absent. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Unexpected. If Stoneforge wheels, though, you're not wrong. Unexpectedly Absent isn't that good. Sacred Foundry's insane. Yeah, there's just no hope of taking anything else out of this pack. It's just Sacred Foundry. Whoa! Holy smokes. Parallax Wave Flage. I think it's Flage. Parallax Wave, though, is so broken. Like, otherworldly broken. Flage is just the take, though. We already had Othari. Maybe we already had the late game potential, but Parallax Wave is such a good card, but I can't... I don't think I can pass up Flage. This is probably just Rampaging Raptor. Blade Splicer goes really well with Phalia, actually. Turn 2, end step Phalia. Play Blade Splicer, attack with Phalia. Ooh. Never mind. Raptors, get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of... I'm happy I didn't take Rabble Master. Probably gonna cut... Lauren will probably just be a sideboard card. Harvester of Misery is like an interactive card, is not terrible. I don't have any combos with Hazel's Brewmaster, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this as some interaction, I guess. We could just take out black from the deck. Because we have Savai Triome. Oh, we have Concealed Courtyard. Black Splash is... We could swing it. Just Anji's Ravager. Like, I'm off Flickerwisp pretty hard. Selfless Spirit or Prismatic Ending. We can get X equals 3 on this thing. Take the Spirit. Yay. Emberheart Challenge. Concealing Curtains is probably going to be more likely to be played in our deck as like a sideboard. Unexpectedly Absent came back. Cathar Commando came back. Rite of Flame. Okay. All right. We have a pretty good red-white aggro deck here that has the ability to splash black if needed. This curve is beautiful. I think we're a little low on red cards for Pyrokinesis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. 9 red cards? That isn't enough for Pyrokinesis, is it? Freebringer. Fire Blast. Fair Paragon? Run it like this. Chromox count as land. Maybe we can run Sarah Paragon over a Harvester of Misery. All right, let's count. I think I'm feeling this. Maybe Lauren is better. You know, like in here. But I think we could just sideboard the Lauren and Cathar Commando. We don't need them in game 1. Let's count our sources. 1 black, 2 black. That's probably enough for just a splash with Chrome Mox. Tidehollow Scholar and Lingering Souls are only black cards. Well, actually, it's 3 black because Wooded Foothills, of course. White, 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 white. So we have 6 white sources. That'd be 13 white sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. Do we want any swamps at all, is my question. I can just imagine a world where I draw mountain, swamp, plains, and I can't play my double white card. Skyclave Apparition, Council's Judgment. Like, I can just feel that happening to me. If I just put a swamp in the deck. It's not like the swamp's fetchable by anything. Can we just go off black completely? Is that like a good idea? Just run Cathar Commando here instead. And then just run Lauren in the 3-drop slot. And then splash the Lingering Souls. Flashback. We could like just side in the Tidehollow Scholar. We don't need to run the card. Is Guardian Scale Lord better than... It might be. Run this over a Cathar Commando. Maybe instead of Lauren. We have quite a pickle. We can also ask if Glorybringer is better than Guardian Scale Lord. I think siding in the Scholar's right. I don't think we main deck it. I think we main deck Cathar Commando instead. And I like the Glorybringer more than the Guardian Scale Lord, I think. You know what? I think Glorybringer. Because I see Pyrogoyf, and I'm like, if Pyrogoyf ever gets removed, I Guardian Scale Lord, like my Sarah Paragon or something, attack with it, bring back Pyrogoyf. Ugh. Let's run this. Let's run this. Flashing Lingering Souls off of Mardu Triome and a Concealed Courtyard. Let's go. Yep, we're on Boros. We're on Dark Boros. It's not quite Mardu. Fire Blast? I don't think we have the mountain count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mountains in our deck. I agree. Let's play one game with Guardian Scale Lord, and if I ever feel like this should have been a Glorybringer, I think I'll make the swap back. I think it is very close, though. One's better at grinding, the other's better at killing. Oh man, Guardian Scale Lord's also combo with Flage. Guardian Scale Lord attack, bring back Flage. Flage dies. It's just lightning helixes every attack. It's like a always on fire main commando. Not commando. Is that the name of the card? What's the name of the battalion you lightning helix? Angel. 2 red white. Long story short, Guardian Scale Lord has a lot of game in this deck. Guardian Scale Lord Selfless Spirit is also a combo. I don't know. It feels like we can get really grindy and funny with this deck. Also, like the light sacrifice theme we have going on. I feel really good about Guardian Scale Lord. I've talked myself into it. Favorite archetype to draft? You're looking at it. I have drafted artifacts a lot, despite this being like probably one of the worst iterations of artifacts for the cube. But this is turn 2 Felia. It's so hard to not keep this. And we have Skyclave Apparition. And we're on the draw. It's like, come on, you can't turn down a turn 2 Felia. And Horn. Oh, there's Glimmerlens. That's insane. Hopefully you just don't get NO'd. Doesn't look like a natural order thing. Nadu. Okay. Think I'll just pass. All right, yes, this is what I wanted. Attack from Nadu. Okay, there's Savai Triome. This is still winnable, guys. Okay, we have Skyclave Apparition next turn. And then we're like going into Flage. We have unlocked our red. I think I'm going to be flickering Felia. Like it's gonna die to the Paw Patch Recruit, but this is fine. I want to simplify this board a little bit. And I want to get a second 2/2. And if he doesn't block, that's awesome. But if he does block, it's fine too. Like I'm okay to simplify this down just because of what my hand looks like. Like getting gut tokens is like flaging his creatures, skyclaving his Nadu. Like these are all things. We're gonna win this game the longer it goes. And that's gonna start by simplifying the board. We just need to hope that he doesn't draw gas, which it looks like he drew gas. Brother, don't like Vaultborn Tyrant me. Fourth Year Lingus is also bad. Ugh. This was just not something we beat in any universe. We just don't beat that draw. Yeah, we can't win this game. It's okay, we have the delayed blast fireball on our sideboard. Pyrokinesis seems very good. To say the very least. And we're gonna bring in the delayed blast fireball as well, so this is not a Guardian Scale Lord game. This is an instance where Glorybringer is better than Guardian Scale Lord. Let's bring in Fire Blast as well, I guess. I just want to up my red card count is the issue. I don't think they're going to be interacting with us much. I'm going to take out Selfless Spirit and Containment Priest. They just didn't look like that kind of list. Seems good to me. Maybe run Unexpectedly Absent. I would love to play first. Maybe, do we have too many planes? What's happening here? I just can't cast my spells. Okay, there we go. This is better. I'll keep this. I'll put Pyrokinesis on the bottom. Caracas. Planes. Bam. Attack. Your turn. Okay, so question of the day. Will my opponent block with his funny guy? The answer is no. Jack Rabbit. This rabbit is jacked. Oh yeah, no, that's just what happens when your opponent has a dork. But he's playing a tap land this turn, so the Fyndhorn Elves isn't quite as scary. We have our second white for Council's Judgment, which doesn't target. So he won't be drawing off Nadu if he finds it. Raucous is very good here. It will also exile a Vaultborn Tyrant if we get natural ordered here. Like, Vaultborn Tyrant will not be the end of the world. Oh, by the way, thank you, June, for the bits. I saw that. I meant to call it out. I was too busy getting absolutely stomped and rolled. Okay, Fanatic of Ronan. Sunbaked Canyon is pretty dope. I'm just gonna... I don't know if it's right to kill his blocker. I think I'm just gonna attack with Jacked Rabbit and Usher. Do I... No, this is gonna enable too much. Like, I don't want to get Irolingust again super hard. Like, Mountain Aerolingus here will at least only make 2 now instead of 3. And that's kind of the breakpoint number for creatures here. There's something just to be said about getting Felia developed. And just, like, playing my tap land and etc. But my opponent looks like pretty slow here. Othari Caracas, Felia Caracas. Ooh, this is sick. I think I'm fine just sacking the Usher for his mana dork. Path to Exile on my body. Okay, that can resolve. Thank you for my 5th mana for Othari. This is why Path sucks, by the way. Such an awful card. I'll attack with both my creatures. I'm fine if he trades with his dork. I'm not going to boast. I want to cast Felia here. Maybe I shouldn't be yielding, actually. Okay, here comes the Erlingus. Okay, X is 3. My opponent has a dark turn coming here. This is about to be so bad for my opponent. This comes into play tapped, so I can't leave Caracas untapped here. Exile this one. I'm fine trading the Monarch back and forth because this is just a race we win. I'll take the Monarchy 4 times. And I'll sandbag my land. I don't need more than the mana I have currently. Opponent should be dead. He already played his, fireball, right? Like, we're not going to get burned out here. Let's see. Tapping the Cradle. Like, Vaultborn Tyrant would get him back in the game. Beza. I don't have more cards than him. I do have more creatures. He's going to get a fish. Seiju targeting Caracas. Okay. Yes, I will search for a land. Not pay too late. Maybe I could have shocked here, but or burst lightning rather. But this gains 4 life. Just slightly too much. No, because I can Felia one of his creatures. So we do have lethal still on board right now. You would need to play another blocker. Because burst lightning is just great. Green. Lorien revealed Island Psyche. That is fine. Okay. No attacks. Okay. Felia blink one of your human knights. And you can't block all my monsters, and I'll just bolt you. All right, great. Looks good to me. Maybe Fire Blast might be worthwhile. I did have a lot of mountains that game. I could see the game where we have all plains, 1 mountain. It's not better. This is better. This is worse on the draw too. This hand's too slow. We're on the draw. Okay, this is doable. Let's put back. This hand, Broadside Bombardiers is like broken in this matchup. We need to keep that. Skyclave Apparition's also very good. I think it is Skyclave Apparition. Right. I think my opponent has like 3 dorks in his deck, though, so it makes sense that he always gets it. Elite Spellbinder, my broadside. No, that's so bad. Oh, that's the worst. Simply the worst. I think I will be killing the flyer, though. If I get a second mountain, like, I'm pretty happy, I think. Well, I don't want to draw any more lands right now. That's very rough. Luckily, we have a little bit of flood insurance in the form of our Usher of the Fallen, but if we get, we're just gonna get like Bezed or something. It's gonna feel pretty bad. Okay, Augur of Autumn isn't like the worst thing in the world for us to see, but it blocks our stuff really well. Yep, just gotta pass. Our opponent's gonna have gas. We're not going to. Okay, it looks like we're both a little bit silly here. One more land, we can broadside or Glorybringer. That doesn't feel like nothing. Paying costs. Nadu. Fanatic of Ronus. Temple Garden. Okay. We don't have the Surveil land in our deck. Let's get our Savai Triumph. All right, a land, not a bad draw. Let's just cast either of our 5-drops. Pyrogoyf, creature, land. It'd be a 2/3. Caracas, that's incredible. I'm not gonna Caracas the Nadu. I'm gonna just slam our Glorybringer. Oko. No! It's okay, we have Broadside Bombardiers for the Oko. Ephemerate. Oh, that is so brutal. We'll get to draw a card, though. We drew a land. Yuck. What was the other card you revealed? Elvish Mystic. It still has a mana value of 7. Or a mana value of 5 even when it gets elked. So the Broadside Bombardier's Fling is going to do 7 damage. Revealed Fabled passes, Boseiju who endures. Here comes Oko. I think we can kill him through the Oko. Really heads up play makes a food to heal some. I think you win this game if you just take your time. Yeah, makes a food, eats it. So many dorks. 1, 2, 3, 4. No wonder why you hit it every single time. Delayed Blast Fireball would go ham here. My opponent has played so much stuff, and yet he's like done nothing. Does anyone realize that? All right, let's begin combat. Do I want to kill Oko? I have Plage in the graveyard. Broadside Bombardiers is going to kill it. Double blocks, like, weirdly. I mean, you have to triple block at least. Elvish Mystic. I want to kill this halfling for. Okay. I'm gonna get some. Okay, good. I get priority here. I'm going to kill Oko using my Glorybringer. Because we cannot win through an Oko. Life. Yes, Vintage Cube is very fun. That much you can say for certain. Next turn's white, white, 1, 2. If I draw a land, it's actually not that bad because I do have Sarah Paragon. It's like Vaultborn Tyrant. Jacked Rabbit X equals 5. That's very good. Hey, thank you, Arctic Fox, for the sub. Yeah, that Oko is pretty bad for us. I need my delayed blast fireball. Paw Patch Recruit with Offspring, that's fine. I'll just take my 3. Pyrokinesis. After he played the Paw Patch Recruit. That's a joke. That's so mean. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to attack with my creature. I'm going to escape Blade. I actually think Usher the Fallen's better than a land. Oh, I need to get all 5. Okay. I'll Flage you. So here's the method. He doesn't draw 4th Earlingus. Beza. And we burn him out somehow. I'll figure out how later. But we win by drawing Delayed Blast Fireball. That's the only savior in our deck right now. Hey, thanks for the sub, Josh. A hype train. Oh my gosh, I need to be hyped. Okay, he's about to make 7 1/1s. This doesn't kill me, keep in mind. Seven, 14. Yep, make a million 1/1s. They don't intertapt in attacking, though. I'm just going to return Nadu to your hand. This will lower the amount of damage. So, million triggered abilities. Thanks for the prime. Smokes. I hate triggers. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12. So 9 plus 7 is 16. I can block 3, 10, 16. I should be alive with this block. No double striking or anything. Okay, well, that is not a good draw. I can just show off a little. Bummer. We didn't draw our sideboard card. Still, we put up a fight. That's all we could do. We've been paired against Cameron H. I won the die roll. That is a mulligan. Oh, the one lander. Did we go to 5? I mean, I just don't have a play. Okay, we're at 5. Put the 2 expensive cards back. Try to win. Jackrabbit will carry us. I mean, yeah, that's just rough. That's just rough. Even if we get wasted here, it won't be that big a deal. I think I'd rather have an army of 1/1s than not having an army. This one doesn't attack next turn and do something. This one does. Even though this one has a little bit more flood insurance built into it. Jackrabbit's a messed up card. Very strong. Otterball. Glimmerlens. I should have done this post-combat, but it's okay. Back with my creature. I don't think there's a 0 mana spell that'll get me here. Yeah. Usher the Fallen. Okay, well, we're on the board. We're going to start drawing cards after mulliganing down to 5. I'm doing fine despite having mulligan down to 5. Okay, third path Iconoclast is a little bit sad to see, but what can you do? Skyclave Apparition's pretty incredible. I think I'm going to pre-combat this. Just do I want to get the 1/1 token maker or the prowess? And I think the answer is the prowess guy, because I'm matching his token creation. Like, if we trade off here, it's okay. I would rather just, like, force that trade rather than have him have a, you know, X4 or 2/4 after casting a cantrip or something. There's Council's Judgment. It turns out a good 5 is better than a mediocre 7. That adage stays true. No blocks. He did just brainstorm. He got to look at some cards there. Tinker. That's a little scary. There's nothing we could have done to prevent that, though. Because he had the brainstorm. So even if we did Skyclave Apparition this, if this is like Darksteel, oh, this is nothing. I'll exile my token, and my Usher of the Fallen. That did a whole lot. Good job, opponent. We're always Council's judgmenting this card. Maybe I should have played around a Spell Pierce. I did play around Mana Tithe, though. At the exile on Jackrabbit. This is Magic the Gathering Online. Use Path to Exile. Okay. I'll vote for Portal to Phyrexia. I'll attack with all my creatures. Card. Yay, more land. Double lock's fine. You get a 2/2, sure. All right. I have some pretty heat top decks. Maybe in hindsight, it was right to get the Iconoclast instead of the... No, it's not. So here's what happens if you exile this instead of the instead of Kitsa. He brainstorms, makes a 2/4, and then things get really... This play wouldn't have happened, though. This is hindsight, though. Oust. Yikes. But Kitsa would have eaten my Jackrabbit, which would have been pretty bad for me. A Gut is like actually an insane top deck. Great. I found the perfect sack target for Gut. I'm hoping for Othari, for Pyrogoyf, for Guardian Scale Lord. There's a lot to go right. Delayed Blast Fireball right here goes so ham. I will eat a 1/1. Okay, Broadside Bombardiers. That is pretty incredible. That isn't just lethal, but it is hitting really close to killing my opponent, that's for sure. Okay, so the way we do this is we begin combat. We attack with both of our creatures. Gut trigger. Well, Glimmer Lens. It depends what we draw. If we draw Pyrogoyf, it's super lethal. Okay. So yes. This goes on the stack. It'll ask us if we want to use it. Yes. I will sacrifice this. Okay. Double blocking the skeleton? What are you doing? Shock you? You don't you should never be blocking the skeleton there, in my opinion. Yeah, no, he only has 9 damage. Hopefully I don't get bolted or whatever, but that skeleton block was really strange. I would always block broadside there. I mean, am I crazy for thinking that? My opponent's dead to any 4-drop I draw out of my deck now. My afternoon's going pretty well. Oh yeah, the podcast. It's very fun. Been a good time. It's been, it's been doing well too. So as long as people keep watching it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Rexian Metamorph Broadside Bombardiers. That kills me, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well that's why he didn't block the Broadside Bombardier. Get another clone. Well, for a game that we went to 5 on, I say we performed quite amicably. I would love to go for. Or I'll keep. I guess I'll keep. I think I'm gonna Chrome Mox Flage. As much as it hurts. Just I need the red mana. I could have flashed that in, but maybe it makes him not play something or other. Okay, well now I'm very happy that I exiled the Flage instead of like the Intrepid Adversary or something. I'm just gonna Lingering Souls. Okay, so drawing a land, Intrepid Adversary's on. Not drawing a land, we'll play Gut. Simple math. We drew a land. Oop, hang on. Don't tap for it all at once. Cast this. The ETB happens. Then we can pay for it. Man, white aggro is so good. Take 8 on like turn 3. And then next turn we just have lethal if our opponent does nothing. Feels pretty good. True Name Nemesis is not going to do anything. You should not be putting True Name Nemesis in these kinds of decks that my opponent has. Like really slow decks. It just doesn't feel right. You need to be like pretty aggressive for True Name to be actually good. Huh? Magic Online lag. Go. Begin sideboarding. We saw Tinker. I mean, I don't think we're going to be containment priesting anything, though, despite seeing Tinker. Might just want to Fire Blast. Just up the red card count for Pyrokinesis, and also... We never see mountains. I'll keep this hand anyway. It does things. Especially against our opponent, which seemed a little non-creature heavy. Yeah, we have the curve here. We go Esper Sentinel, Cathar Commando, Blade Splicer, or Lingering Souls. Like, feels pretty nice. Especially if you just draw the Intrepid Adversary on turn 4. Like, we don't need a mountain to do that. Scalding Tarn Pass would be awesome. I'm in love with that. I actually like Selfless Spirit way more than Cathar Commando on turn 2. Yippee! Man, my chair's so squeaky. Can you guys hear this? Well, there's our red, which is very nice to have. Drop a Selfless Spirit. Chip it in for 2. That is a 0-2. We see like Phyrexian Metamorph or something here. Oh, yes, please. I'll take my card. Yummy cardboard. Are you gonna bounce something? Yo, that's really good. This officially just did nothing. I'm fine with that. I really want to play Felia this turn into a Blade Splicer. Maybe I could scare him into blocking here. I'm not going to block anything from his side of the board anyway, so I might as well make him think about Lava Dart or something. Yeah, I'll just pass. So if we see like a Tinker, like big artifact monster scary play here, we can just Cathar Commando, whatever he gets, as long as it isn't Blightsteel. But also this lets us play Felia on his end step, which means then we can play Blade Splicer turn 4, and then flicker the Blade Splicer. I mean, this is not going to bounce anything. Oh, wait, we can't. I'm a moron. Guys, the fairy got me. That's so embarrassing. My bone's letting me draw cards, though. See, it's okay. We've got Skyclave Apparition. Oh my gosh, I could get free subscribers now. Keep viewers. Eve, are you still here? Yeah, I'll get him. Not right away. Can't cast anything. Okay. So I need to Skyclave that thing. Need to usher. Drawing a land's good, not drawing a land's good. Everything's fine. Opponent taking time. Quickly, while my opponent takes his turn. Ban this guy for my Twitch. +1 to fairy pass. Alright, seems good to me. Okay, well there is Pyrokinesis. We could pitch Othari. I'm going to attack Teferi with 2/2 power creatures. Play Selfless Spirit, and then play Felia end step. Oh no, I need to attack with all 3 at Teferi. He has 3 loyalty. Fractured Identity targeting that. I'll draw a card first. I can't cast spells as instants. That is a little bit of a bummer. So we found our answer to Teferi. That's pretty brutal, though. Wait, what? Are there 2 operations? Fractured Identity. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Well, yeah, exactly. It was cool. It's not nice, though. Maybe it was right not to play Selfless Spirit and Felia. Maybe it was right to bolt Teferi. I mean, but if he Teferi bounces here, Teferi dies. Phantasmal Image on Felia. A little bit weird. Oust on Felia. Ledger Shred. Okay, but this is fine. He didn't even plus Teferi. Wait, once again, do not pay the whole cost. Me. Cast this, and then pay on the ETB. What am I pyrokinesising here? I could do 4 on Ledger Shredder, but I think I'm just going to hit Teferi and see if he blocks. Alright, that's fine. Second main phase, cast by exiling Burst Lightning from my hand. One here. I mean, there's no reason not to ping two here, I guess. I don't want Jace to flip. Remember, my opponent didn't flip to Fairy here. Or my opponent didn't +1 to Fairy last turn. So I think that might bite him this turn. Esper Sentinel drew us a lot of cards this game. That's a really good pull. Yeah, those are great. I would like to draw a land. I wouldn't be opposed to such things. I'll take 4. You were right into this opponent. Most players will play around an Esper Sentinel very well. Okay, True Name Nemesis is nothing. Okay, there's our Felia. Oh, yeah, we 100% race True Name. We actually have a really fun play where you can like flicker and intrepid adversary and repay its enter the battlefield because it's not a kicker. It's not when you cast it. We have protection from Selfless Spirit, so like Wrath of God doesn't work here. You need like Sunfall or something like that. What's getting flashed in here? Waiting. Opponent. Okay. Brutal. It's okay though. Should have blocked the other way, I suppose. Man, I cannot draw my 5th land to save my life. Back to fairy. Get out of here! Hit the bricks. And 0 for the X on Jackrabbit. And do I want to main phase Felia just to play around a counterspell? I think the answer is no. Act with all. Guy has no respect for me. You can have Dechrome. So the question here is, am I playing Othari or am I going like Blade Splicer? Flicker Blade Splicer. This has lifelink. And it plays better into Intrepid Adversary. Sorry. Attack Karn, attack Karn, attack Karn, attack you. Flicker your token. The rabbit's so good. This is like one of the best white cards now in Vintage Cube. Captain Tech. Like, legit, this token, it's never a dead draw because it has X in the cost. Like, you just like have it enter with X +1/+1 counters and also draw a card in the late game. And early game, it just makes tokens. It like does everything. I'm impressed we outgrinded this game. I have a feeling we're going to win. Of course, Sunfall can come here and crush my delusions at any moment, but I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Like, even despite my misplay, like, we time walked ourselves. This is a token, Skyclave Apparition, keep in mind. And I'll get 2 rabbits because his power's 2. And they're 2/2s. I love white aggro. I love white aggro. Ah, die. Oh no, my Felia, the horror. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. Really quickly while we're queuing, I think. Oh, never mind. We got matched. I realized a minute into my queue, I could probably just like, I'd probably mod you BE702. You've just been here every stream, and then you could just deal with everything. I won't have to worry because I use restream chat, so I see both chats combined, but I can't do like moderator things through it. This hand is awful. This hand's a keeper. That was a different Karn. If you're just talking in general, though, I tend to agree that I don't really like that Karn a lot. That Karn is also like why that one argument, like, oh, you should just restrict the one ring in modern. Like, it's flavorful. Your deck can only have one ring. It's like, yeah, but then people would just Karn for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why that argument's just so ridiculous. On top of it just being a ridiculous argument in general, but like, there's actual foundation for why it would be a bad idea. Got Mycosynth Lattice banned in Modern too. Oh, I hate that card so much. Any cards in Duskmourn you guys are excited for? Whether it be for Commander or 60 card or Draft or Cube or anything. I think I'm just going to hold up Burst Lightning here. My opponent's Tapland City over here. Get my F6 value. Okay, Flame Slash. My Creator. Inti. I think Blade Splicer. I don't know if I'm that scared of Inti outside of like... Inti's a good value card, but with a 3/3 first striker against his 3/3, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Headliner Scarlet. Okay, that's good. Okay, I still have the... Basically, the whole thing here is that I still had the opportunity to interact with Inti because of Flage, even if I waited a turn cycle. If he puts the +1/+1 counter on Headliner Scarlet, that's going to be pretty nuts. Like, Foresight. Yeah, that's a good play. This card, Umazawa's Jite? That seems a little ridiculous. Let's just keep Headliner Scarlet. I could hold up Burst Lightning and just equip. Okay, tell you what I'll do. I'll Flage Inti. I'll peck in for one. And I'll pass. And now I have Burst Lightning up. Like, he's going to get a card back off Scarlet here, but I can at least stop the engine. The dog, yeah, the dog glimmer is really cool looking. That was definitely really fun. I'm excited for the Cryptolithrite elk. The glimmer elk, that the green one. Oh man, that card's so sweet. I'm gonna put that directly into Farrakha. I have a beautiful casual commander deck that I will be playing that with. Roy target artifact. Yuck. That's so bad for me. I'll take my 4. Okay, Intrepid Adversary is very good, though. Lingering Souls. Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm not blocking with Blade Spicers. And then this next coming turn, if I draw a land, it's just disgusting. Well, let's not actually F6. I have a Burst Lightning. This Headliner Scarlet's doing work for my opponent. Nothing like a Glory Bringer, please. I just want to kick my Intrepid Adversary in peace. Is that too much to ask for? Inti? I do have something to do before you move to combat, and that is Burst Lightning that. You can have the Bronco, that's fine. You can have the Bronco. I think I would have liked to draw a land here. I know the rabbit's very good, but I already have the board. Let's capitalize. Dude, why does this pump itself? It's such a broken card. Just swinging for 2. Hmm. Yeah, maybe playing Jackrabbit was right, but I think I want the lifelinker too. It's a lot to think about. I mean, if he just has a removal spell here, we were gonna die anyway, so. This is a very interesting board state at the moment. This Headliner Scarlet, I mean, it just goes to show how good the card is. Just drew him like 4 extra cards this game. Yuck. Yeah. Gross. Dorky Rootwalla. Battle 3. Dirting, probably, yeah. Getting Intrepid Adversary. Robber of the Rich. Well, block like that. Go to 1. I do not have enough mana to That right. Bummer. Well, this is another Pyrokinesis, Glorybringer sort of matchup. Take out Guardian Scale Lord, take out Sarah Paragon. We have yet to see Pyrogoyf once. I think I want Delayed Blast Fireball. A Carnage Interpreter can be pretty good. Let's take out Council's Judgment. Yeah, I think so. He won't cheat stuff into play. Containment Priest is probably the cut. Unexpectedly Absent could be not bad. We did see a Mana Crypt. Lauren would go pretty hard there. You're just Esper Sentinel. Rapid Adversary. Gut, Flage, Delayed Blast Fireball, Council's Judgment. He didn't go too wide. It was just like a bunch of effective creatures. The mono red Leyline looked really good. Oh, 1/2. 1/2 is very good. I mean, if we're not going to draw a red land, we will be drawing white spells. Like a majority of our deck is white, and even some of those red spells that we can draw are actually pretty decent. Let's just... Turn 2 Jackrabbit, carry us. This just draws as a card. It's fine. Burst Lightning or Jackrabbit or... Whoa! Esper Sentinel. Pyrograve's already a 3/4 off of 2 cards. This is looking really good, guys. Now it's a 4/5. Cast this attack. Next turn, we're going to deal 10 damage from hand to our opponent if we want to fling Pyrogoyf. You could also attack with Broadside Bombardiers post-combat, cast Flage. Gildred's Edict, okay. Our opponent's just like all interaction all the time, nothing else. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining about. Like, this is very good for us. There's Glorybringer. Pyrogoyf you. Ooh. You can boast at instant speed. You just had to have attacked that turn. So, post-combat, after attacking with Broadside Bombardiers, you could play Flage and then sack it to Broadside Bombardiers in response to its sacrifice Flage trigger. Yeah, you can sack Flage. There's Inti. There's Roberto. It is really good. The card just like has no downside. Let's attack first. Nine life points. Quite a few. Let's quite a low amount. I think I'm just going to develop Lauren and hold back on Burst Lightning. I want to wait for the Inti discard. I'll wait for the GT equip, actually. What a blowout. Hey, you interact with me, I'll interact with you. He could attack with Inti here. This card would get a +1/+1 counter, but decides not to. Six. And 9. Okay, let's just attack first. Lets it through. Now you're dead. If we just attack, if we played Glorybringer, Glorybringer's not lethal. Glorybringer pre-combat is 8 damage to my 9 health opponent. This is 8. This is 4. This is 4. And he would block Lauren. If we attack first and he doesn't block, wants to keep Inti, Flage post-combat is lethal. You will kill the blocker. Oh, you're right. I mean, whatever. Both work. You're right. I forgot that this card kills things. I thought this was just a 5 mana 4/4 haster. I forgot the card's good. Which is a good thing to remember. Is Unexpectedly Absent good on the draw? It might be better than Council's Judgment. It's really funny in response to like a Scarlet trigger, Headliner Scarlet. You can just put Headliner Scarlet on top and force them to recast it. Well, I mean, force them. They get the non-blocking part again. I'm a little into it. Is Carnage Interpreter the cut then? I know Burst Lightning's really good on the draw. Maybe it's Usher. Lingering Soul. I could see that being the hand. Oh, we saw Pyrogoyf. Okay, this hand's incredible. Full Guide Lantern. He boarded that in for Flage? That's not the game we're playing, opponent. That's not the game we're playing. So I could ambush that in combat with Felia, or I could just develop my own creature. And I think when you're on the draw, you should just be developing your own creature. I don't have a good flicker target for Felia unless you count Carnage Interpreter. So I think I'm just going to develop the Jacked Rabbit. And then we can play Felia next turn and start attacking on the 3rd turn with Jacked Rabbit and stuff. We also have Lauren for the Soul Guide Lantern if we really want to play a Flage game. 2 mana. What's coming down? Paying Life, Porcelain Legionnaire. That's a better target to blow up. Lauren, when it's a Ravenous Chupacabra, is way better than Lauren as a blow up a Soul Guide Lantern. But we can do both with Felia. No respect for the Jacked Rabbit. Just lets me make a token. What on earth? I'll take it. Okay, Snuff Out. There we go. That's why. Lauren, you're a porcelain legionnaire. Not what I was targeting. He cracked the Soul Guide Lantern. Did he think I was targeting that? Inty. That's very good. Marsh Flats. Roxa. Okay, we can exile that with Council's Judgment. Okay, this will seem a little strange, but I promise it'll all make sense in time. This will make sense why I've done it this way. You just have to let me cook. Five other cards, right? Yeah. Headliner Scarlet. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Take 8. 9 if he wants to discard. We did want to discard. Firebolt. Yikes, Firebolt's really good. Am I dead to Firebolt? 3, 6, 9? No, I'm not. So now the question is do I want to draw off Lauren on end? And I think the answer is yes. Feels right. Ugh. Okay, this game's over. Yeah, there's just no beating that one. It's gonna escape Croxa here. Dead. That's a bummer, man. I mean, no matter what play we make there, we're losing to that one. What do you guys say? Do we want to run back one more? I just noticed that we've gotten a lot more viewers in the last little tail end of the stream here. We just went 1-2. Like, come on. Do you want to run back one more? All right. We can do one more. Welcome back, Magic Mirror. Well, that's Soul Ring. Person to our right is a very happy camper. You're welcome, the arcane hipster. Taking Soul Ring. Probably the best card in the cube. Maybe Time Walk is better. Hmm. Well, we went from greatness to utter garbage. This pack is really bad. I'm like kind of into Pest Infestation. That card's typically very good. It's really nice off of a Soul Ring too. Like it just plays the best with Soul Ring. Like Everflowing Chalice also plays well off Soul Ring, I guess. But I don't want to second pick an Everflowing Chalice. Ugh. That's okay. I mean, Adeline's still very good. It just doesn't play well with Soul Ring. I'll take Bat. You might be onto something there. We just got Bat. Snuff Out's incredible. First Lightning's great. Yeah, let's just Snuff Out. Death. We could try to push a Reanimator sort of deck. Bloodstained Mire, very late. Othari's also in the pack, though. I just want mana. If Xander's Lounge wheels, that would be pretty cool. But that pack was very, very weak. I would I would doubt it does. Huh. Yet another just like medium pack. I just take Carnage Interpreter. Souls of the Lost discard outlet. Not really a close second in here. Just kind of want to discard a big monster to death and play it. I've had a really good record with Reanimator. Hmm. Plain Swamp Forest. Could just get a Deathrite Shaman. I'm fine with a Shaman. Deathbreeder's Champion's also pretty good, but let's just get more acceleration. Fatal Push. Interact with opponent. Like, a fetch land this early makes me want to take Deathrite Shaman. It's just a very good card. Reanimator's fun, for sure. It's fun to play. Anyway. True name Nemesis. Back. So did Alice. Shadowy Backstreet, though. I think I want it more than Darkstar Augur. Everflowing Chalice is good with Soul Ring, but we're not really in the artifact zone. That being said, we might as well take Winds of Abandon now, I guess. It can punish you, yeah. I tend not to think about it, though. Because, like, you'll have, like, 3 things that if Darkstar hits it, you feel bad out of your 40-card deck. Like, that isn't the worst. Virtue Persistence is just good interaction. Shadowy Backstreet opening up the Worldly Tutor, top of library, and then you just surveil whatever you tutor on top. It's funny to think about, but not too practical in Cube. Dark Confidant. I mean, it's only one of the 3 that I'm going to play. Maybe we end up more, like, aggressive. Get off the life death. I could see it happening. I wouldn't be running Virtue, I don't think. Ephemerate. Okay, Caracas is in this pack. It's those Swords to Plowshares. It depends if I'm running Dark Confidant or not. Caracas or Swords? Or even Badlands isn't that bad of a pick at red-black. I think I'm going to take Swords. There's Tarn, Felia. Dark Ritual, though. Dark Ritual's not that good. Felia or Tarn? I think I'm just going to take Tarn because we have Shaman. Dismember's also great. Yeah, of course. It's just Dismember's not as good as Felia, in my opinion. All right, here's our Savai Triome. Looted Delta? Yo. Arid Mace is better. Okay. Our mana's under us. We're good. We can play whatever colors we want now. I think we could go with Glimmer Lens. Bone Crusher is also not bad, though. I think Bone Crusher will wheel. Let's just take Glimmer Lens. This is a discard outlet. It's a 3/2. Didn't we see the Underworld Breach? Yeah, Bronco's probably better, actually. Flame of Anor is really good. We're in Mardu colors. And we don't have the Triome for that. I think it's Detectives Phoenix, but we don't have like a lot of things to bring back. Rough. I'm gonna go with Forest Mountain Island. Mountain Island. We could just play a soup deck. I mean, nothing else in this pack is very good. Take Scrubland. We could take some interaction. We already have Fatal Push and Swords to Plowshares and Snuff out, though. I'm just going to take the Scrubland. Okay, there's Underworld Breach. I'm going to try to wheel... Bone Shards is actually probably better for us. If I wheel the Brain Freeze, I think I'm going to cry. Two, Fairy, Third Path. Probably just a Fairy. Okay, I think this was the pack. That in it. I want another fetch. This is really good with Detectives Phoenix, but this is funnier. Leyline Binding is exactly what we wanted. Blood Tithe Harvester came back. That's very good. And Wrath of God for. Okay, if we get a couple animates, we could do something like that. We have Bone Shards. We have Blood Tithe Harvester. That's about it though. Necromancy is just the strongest card in this pack. No, I'm not into Shieldred. I think I just want a second reanimate. We have so many fetch lands. Brainstorm could be incredible, but Brainstorm can wheel sometimes. I kind of just want Necromancy. Sideboard the Teferi. Sideboard the Glimmerlens. Dark Confidant. Caustic Bronco is a lot easier to control, though. Okay, Minskin Boo. That's a good card to have with Soul Ring. Minskin Boo is probably the best green card in the cube. What here? Probably just Goblin Rabblemaster. Seems pretty solid. He works with Soul Ring, but it's like... I don't know if that's really worthwhile. Let's just kill our opponent with cards we can play off Soul Ring. Right? Right. I tried with Reanimator. It's just not going to work. I say that as a Animate Dead appears in my pack. There's Lion's Eye Diamond. Why get Necromancy? Because it's a great card. Necromancy's awesome. It doesn't feel like we're going to see a big monster at this point. Like, we had Bone Shards, too. We had Blood Tithe Harvester. That's why I picked up Necromancy. I think I'm going to take Oliphant. It just works so well with all of our different triomes and also Detectives Phoenix. Recurring is good, though. Maybe Oliphant Wheels. Just recurring's better when you have a big monster to bring back, you know, and we don't have that. Probably just Lingering Souls. Yeah, since we just picked up Recurring Nightmare, this is a very good card. We already have so much interaction. We don't need Shieldred's Edicts. Detour's Proving Ground or Rampaging Raptor seems a lot better. Airtoll Kabu, actually, seems the best. All right, we have not seen a single big monster. That's a little bit heartbreaking. Probably just Thunder. Sylvan Caryatid. Yeah, it's Sylvan Caryatid. All right, we're gonna Jund him out. Reckless Pyro Surfer with all these fetches isn't half bad, actually. And it's not like we have good targets for Primeval Titan. Especially with the Lingering Souls, this could actually do some work. Can we make Omnath work? We have Mountain Forest, or Mountain Swamp Plains, Forest Island, Mountain, Swamp. I mean, it's the only one. Expressive Iteration stronger. It just has to be. Watley seems very good. Mulligan's Command. Although I have like Sentinel. Okay, we're Jund. Armagoyf. We have a lot of 3 or less things. On Earth. I think it's better than the Raptor. What do you think? All right, we are super Jund. We're wet Jund. Wet Jund. We're 5 color, but we're core Jund. Uh, let's take out the shadow. Arid Mesa, Bloodstained Mire, and Scalding Tarn are 5 color lands. White, red, black, blue, green, red. So these are 5 color lands. This is white, black, and it can be only get by blood. No, it can be got by Arid Mesa or Bloodstained Mire. So we have 3, 4, 5 white sources, 6 white sources if we had a plains. For blue, expressive iteration, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if we had an island, 6 if we have an island. Not including Sylvan Caryatid and Watley and Deathrite. Soul Ring's a land. Okay, so here's our question. Virtue Persistence is probably better than Reckless Pyro Surfer. And then we can just like run this and win with Minskin Boo if we draw it, hopefully. We have a very good sideboard plan. Good night, B702. Alright, let's get our games. Wet and Bright Jund. Good Orzhov Jund. I just want every single game to be land, Soul Ring, Minsc and Boo after on turn 2. I want that to be every single game. You know, we can dream. All right, we lost the die roll. We do have a very good hand though. If our opponent's playing Reanimator, I'd be so sad if I was a Reanimator and I saw turn 1 Death Right. That's my favorite thing about this card is you just hose Reanimator so hard. All right, let's just get our Dork down turn 1. Sets up a Deep Cavern Bat play. Nice, ping my Death Right. It is very good. This is the Triome problem, isn't it? Fabled Passage gives us more options to play. We could go Deep Cavern Bat or Sylvan Caryatid. Like, I know Territorial Kavu, if we played Catcher Triome, we could do that this turn, but I think having these two plays is better, especially since I think he might be unfair. Let's get our Swamp. Oh, Nelly. We don't want Athari to come down next turn. We could handle a Scarlet, but we can't kill an Othari. It is a little awkward, the Othari here, actually, because you would have to attack with Magda first to get the extra mana. Yep, my creatures can't block. I wasn't going to anyway. Though there is saying something about blocking Magda to stop the Legion Extruder from making 3/3s. Let's just do the play that costs the most mana. Or I could just develop a territorial Kavu. I think the Kavu is just the best mana efficiency. Thank you with my bet. Okay. We have a 4/4 in play. Hopefully we don't get got. My opponent's going to start making a constant stream of 3/3s from this Magda attacking, though. Like, he has flood insurance over there. Interesting attack. Probably has something then, yeah? Nope, just killed a Scarlet. Maybe it's like a Pyroclasm. A Bone Crusher. That's just fine, though. Ragavan. One of the worst 1-drops in the game. Awful card. Get our Caustic Bronco. See, this is what I was worried about. We're just going to start facing down a 3/3 army. And then Bone Crusher is going to come down. Yikes. We're a little bit flooded, or screwed here. Pretty rough. Like, any of these last 2 turns, getting down Bronco and Dark Confidant together, or Caryatid Bronco together, like opening up a Rabble Master, double spelling into Souls of the Lost plays, would have been pretty sweet. So we are beating our opponent's blood here. It's just that the Legion Extruder is like breaking the parity on that. Should I just let this through? I think so. No blocks. Okay. Phyrexian Revoker. Gonna name Caustic Bronco, I imagine. Named Caustic Bronco. And fetch. Okay. Well, we have a 3/3 over there. There's just no way we come back from this. 1 second swamp. Go this. This. Do we crew? We don't crew Caustic Bronco, do we? Oh. I know the Phyrexian Invoker's in play. I'm talking about snuffing out the Phyrexian Revoker. Another 3/3. let's just play the defender. One, 2, 5, 6, 7. I'll take my 8. Go to 2. And like replay Othari doesn't matter because it's post combat. You just snuff it out. No rebels to sack. They flip a land. Flipped on Earth. Oh, Nelly. You have to snuff out that thing. Saddle with this. All right, flip Virtue of Persistence. We flipped the forest. All right, good game. Leyline Binding's also pretty expensive, isn't it? Maybe we just take out the Dark Confidant and bring in maybe something like Winds of Abandon. I definitely felt the tap lands that game. Does that make sense? Like the tap lands definitely came in there. Let's Minsk and boo this opponent. Let me in, coach. I won the die roll. I see a soul ring. We'll just Deep Cavern Bat turn 2 off the soul ring. I need to get my black under me first, and then also mana. This also puts Snuff out onto the board. Doesn't pay life. Or doesn't pay life for... I have an interesting play here. I can go Deep Cavern Bat or Tarmogoyf. Hopefully the answer is pretty clear to everyone here. Guys, what do you take? Oh. I think it's Fury. We need to stop drawing lands immediately. I'm fine with him time walking. It's 0 mana 0 mana explore right now. Like that's not a choice. Time walk away. Good old 0-mana explorer. Like, X is 1/4 year Lingus here, we're fine. We just snuff out the token. Or we just take it back immediately. I do want the monarchy in this game. I will let my opponent draw a card to do that. Okay, please stop drawing lands. I'm going to cry. Okay, we will have one more pass back and forth of the Monarch because Headliner Scarlet. But, no more lands. Oh my god, I am the unluckiest Magic player in the world. Come on. Moving right to combat and attacking. I'm fine with that. Dude, like... Sorry, I should have played around drawing the 4th land in the row with the Monarchy in play. That's my bad. That's on me. I'm gonna turn into the Joker. It's okay. I'm going to draw Minskin Boo. Hello, cast instance and activate abilities. Cast. I'm going to draw Minskin Boo, and my opponent will die. That will happen eventually. I'm getting mana drained. That is so rough. Ugh. Arid Mesa. At least my opponent cleared my flood. Ragavan's such an awful card. They can't. They could play the Minskin Boo. If they got and played my Minskin Boo, I'd stop the stream. I'm happy that the Headliner Scarlet is used here. Okay. There's a Virtue of Persistence. Do I just cast that like straight up? 1, 2, 3, 7. Assuredly not. Surely I killed Scarlet first. When am I bringing back Tarmogoyf? The 3/4. I think I kill Scarlet. It's just too much card advantage. If there are better targets to get, I would do so, but the Monarchy. Card. Detective's Phoenix, that's very good. I'm happy I didn't Virtue Persistence. But target creature card, yeah, you would have to choose a target. Detective's Phoenix here lets me collect evidence 6. Another Ragavan attack. Don't flip Minskin Boo. Blood Tithe Harvester. That's a good card. I think I actually want the second body off Phoenix. Like, I don't want to bestow. Magda. Okay, out of all the lands to draw, that's probably the best one. I know we could Virtue Persistence here, but I think playing Detectives Phoenix is just better. What on earth? I've drawn exactly Detectives Phoenix this game as a spell. Maybe it was right to go Virtue Persistence, but like, how many times are you supposed to play around drawing another land? 1, 2. Drawn 10 of our 17 lands. Magic the Gathering Online is better than Arena, in my opinion. What's happening? Winds of Abandon overloaded. Um, so MTGO, you have to pay for all the cards, but you get to keep the cards and trade with the cards. You can do a rental program. There's a lot of play. You have more formats. Legal fetches. My bad. I don't know. I thought I still had Shadowy Backstreet in the deck. It is intimidating. It's probably because um just it has a lot of it looks like a PowerPoint document. This looks like a PowerPoint presentation. Like, the game doesn't look that pretty, but there's a lot of um there's a lot of stuff on Arena, on Magic the Gathering Online, that just isn't on Arena. We're not dead to this. 1, 2, 5. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, this isn't menace or anything. Territorial Kava, that's fine. Lead and extruder final two, yeah, concede. And that's rough. That game was probably one of like the worst games I've had in like the past like month or so. I don't think I've ever been that flooded. Magic the Gathering Online is full of morons like me. It's not that bad. Arena has a lot, I would say in general, a lot worse players. Don't decolon that. Oop, my bad. I don't know why I thought it was my turn. Um, but it's true. I generally think that the player base is just newer on Arena. Oh, we're gonna get rolled or something here. Tinker. All right. Well, this is just a non-game. Begin sideboarding. um. Get Winds of Abandon, I guess. Carried it out. Yeah, a little bit of a close game there. Happens sometimes. It is just a UI thing. Arena does look a lot prettier, but Magic Online just has more. All right, turn one, Tinker me again. Limited play on Arena is very expensive. I mean, Magic Online Vintage Cube isn't cheap. It's a pretty expensive entry. Divide Triumph. Arena is free to play. Magic Online requires a $5 activation fee, but you do get. Arena is free to play, right? So, but Magic Online, you have an activation fee, and then also you get Sorry, I'm thinking about my turn. Um, but you don't get to. None of your cards aren't assets in Magic Arena. Your account value is worthless. Um, on Magic Online, you can actually trade cards, so you do have to put a little bit of investment on Magic Online, but there is cashing out of Magic Online. Like that is something you can do. Creature, I will happily put an enchantment into play if you let me. We're twinning. Do we want Territorial Kavu or Caustic Bronco? I think it's just Kavu, right? Oh no, we want Bronco because I have Snuff out. That is hilarious. That's so funny. Double Dark Confidant go. And he's gonna get my Territorial Kavu, but that doesn't matter because I'll just snuff it out and then re-get it with my Virtue Persistence on my turn. That is like legit like one of the funniest things ever though. What is this gonna be? Face the Mind Sculpt. Bounce Bronco. On your instep. Snuff out my Kavu. Okay. Virtue Persistence trigger. Or Confidant. Attack Jace. Your turn. And sure, maybe we're spewing a little bit into a Wrath of God here, but this feels pretty good. All right, great. That was amazing. I think we want our first copy of Terra Sunder, actually, and that's probably better than Winds of Abandon, I just realized. Because, like, these both answer Blightsteel, but this one also answers Portal to Phyrexia, right? Hey, thanks for the sub, Goose. Ultraviolet? I don't know which half of the name you like to have people say. This is a keeper. I mean, if we just get turn 1 Tinker, it's like... Alright, great. We're not double high rolled. I think we go Deathrite Shaman, Bronco, Kavu. Mana Crypt. Yikes. Talisman of it. Good start. Well, there's our Terra Sunder. We could Terra Sunder instead. I mean, if he just tinkers away the Mana Crypt, it's like... Or, well, he's not going to tinker away the Mana Crypt. It's going to be the Talisman if he tinkers, but... We have game against Tinker here. You see, like, channel into Blightsteel, I'm also very happy. Oh, make me the happiest opponent in the world, please. We could kick Terra Sunder too if we need to. So long as this isn't an Emrakul. Triplicate Titan, that's fine. We can deal with that. We just can't deal with the second monster. If we were to see it. Like, if he had Tinker into something now, after we Terra Sunder this, then that's pretty rough. Okay, let's just do both. We need green, red, black. Oh, no. We need green, black, and 2 of any. That's black. That's green. Oh, wait, no. We only have 1 play. I don't know where he's getting the 4th mana from. Oh, no. Deathrite, this. That's 3. Okay, great. So I guess let's just get Ketria Triome then, or Savai. Probably Savai just to turn on Snuff Out. And then we have to go... We don't have to go anything. We could just pass the turn. Although we could get counterspelled. The Triplicate Titan. And hopefully our opponent's just screwed, doesn't have any other thing to do. Do not draw Tinker. Scary. Are we getting tinkered right now? I think so. We could probably still beat a Blightsteel. We just have to get really lucky and draw Swords to Plowshares. We have 2 draw steps to get it, basically. Because we have blockers we can put in the way. Urza's fine. Urza's totally okay. I do have a response to that trigger. Yeah, I think it's more important to kill the Urza than the construct. Urza looks at an extra card each turn. Like, the construct's huge, but we're going to be draining with Deathrite. And Urza just looks at an extra fucking... All right, great. Urza is has just proven why he deserves to be exiled. All right, great. I need that Swords to Plowshares, please. Great. Ooh, what a bunch of unlucky games, huh? Pretty brutal. And does nothing. Hand's better. But still, we're like 2 tap lands on the draw. Bloodstain Mire. We Nah, let's just Petriot Triome, Deathrite Shaman. Okay. Let's just move to combat first. Actually, I want to hold up Deathrite, I think. I say that as I'm about to just cast Watley anyway. Here, I'm just gonna develop a Watley. I feel a little stupid, but oh well. Feel a little silly. Let's get... I mean, we still have Deathrite Shaman for mana, so... We have white already. So we have the means to flip Watley. Black. We have red-green. Doesn't really matter what we get then. Get a second swamp, I guess, because we can like double spell a couple of our black cards. I mean, I don't think the 1 damage is going to matter. Look, I'm holding up Spell Pierce. I'm just going to flip Watley this turn if my opponent lets me. Okay, well, that's a Minsk and Boo. This guy has counter magic. Can we be honest with ourselves for a second? I'm going to hit him with Watley. Let's just do this. That's right, Shaman's not a mana ability. I will make 2 dinosaurs. And we'll sandbag the Minskin boot. Sure. Okay, now I'm starting to think my opponent just doesn't have anything. And I'm starting to think that my opponent just can't have anything. Rope on MTGO. There's not a lot of that I've felt so far anyway. Okay, let's go for the blowout first. Attack with our dinos. I know this has haste and stuff, but I'll just take. I think what I'd much rather do is red black as Lockthwain Scorn Urza. Red, not red. Black, red 1. Hooligan's Command. 2 damage to any target. Destroy target artifact. Destroy this target artifact. Deal 2 damage to that. Exile a land card. That one. I'll get black. Unearth. Cast. Aqua. Okay. Like Bolsa Citadel. Kappa Cannoneer. That's nothing. Activate only as a sorcery. 6 mana. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna get 2 more dinosaurs. We just need to chip him down enough to like actually get the Minskin Boo Fling lethal. Rumho Seed Shark doesn't matter. It will make an artifact each turn for Kappa Cannoneer if he can keep up non-creatures. Yeah, that's not a good attack. Okay. We'll do your Pest Infestation. Have you lose 2 life? So we have 0 permanents in our graveyard for Souls of the Lost. Um, we're not quite there in the lethal department. What if we just developed a virtue of persistence? I should have tapped one of my dinosaurs actually, so I could hold up a drain. That's my bad. Yeah, one of these blacks should have been untapped. We could drain our opponent again. My mistake, my mistake. We're gonna start spinning Urza, and it's gonna be really bad for our opponent, so stay okay with me. I think Arden and Ludovic curses would be pretty funny. I do like Arden with curses. Moving them around is really funny. I don't know why he didn't do that time twister. I feel like I'm just coming ahead on this one. Here, actually, I'm gonna permanently exile. Why are we doing this post combat? That feels a little weird. Well, I have enough to pay for ward for Kappa Cannoneer, so I'll look for a dinosaur card in my library. Yep, that's my library. um, and then I have ward 4 to pay. Ward 4 is so much ward. Yeah, the only thing about sorry, back to the Arden and Ludovic curses. Um, the only no Ludovic is yeah, you're not missing out on much. No, Ludovic is blue red, right? You're missing out on black, which feels pretty bad when you're on curses. But I think I'm gonna be Orcish Bowmasters. Oh my gosh, the horror. Tell you what, I think I'm gonna just Swords to Plowshares the Chrome Host Siege card. I don't want non-creature shenanigans happening here. I feel like that can run away with the game if it goes on too long, and I have Fatal Push for the Bowmaster. If he plays like um another draw 7 here. Bell Pierce. I have to Leyline Binding your Orcish Bow. um yeah, we have one copy of Expressive Iteration. That's our blue card. We have it off of Catcher Triumph. Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, don't combo me now. We're so deep into this beautiful game, and you're gonna combo me now and like turn a million. Okay, Uro's fine. Yeah, we are 5 colors. I like to say that we're Orzhov Jund. We are primarily in Jund. It's just, oh, I'm gonna steal his Uro with Virtue of Persistence. I'm gonna get an extra draw and some 3 life action. Time Twister again. That is so funny. That is the 3rd wheel of the game. I have Snuff Out, but I can't kill anything of his. My dinosaurs are gonna get double strike this turn. This is a good game. Unlike our first two. I mean, we had a little bit of action the second game, but our first game, ugh, I think we drew. Stop wheeling. That's so many wheels. Imagine if Orcish Bowmaster was still in play. I should have probably snuffed out there, by the way, but I was just so flabbergasted by what was occurring. Here for Phyrexian. Okay. Opponent sees the writing on the wall. Okay, what do we do against, like, 3 wheels the deck? On the draw, especially. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, let's just go back in, right? There's nothing too concerning that I saw. Maybe, like, Karasunder for his Mox. Even then, it's like Sylvan Caryatid's worse on the draw. Let's just run that instead, and then we'll see how we feel. It's also just an extra interaction point where we can kick it to get rid of a Bowmaster. Oy, you can't keep a 1-lander. We are on the draw, but that's more of a reason to mulligan than not. This is also pretty bad, but at least it's turn 1 death right. And then if we get a fetch from the opponent, we can play Huatli and fix our colors. Like, I see a line where this deck is good. Feeling current. No more swamps. Like, even, like, a single fetch goes ham. I mean, at least, like, we have some action. I want to keep the Fatal Push for the Orcish Bowmasters, but Concealing Curtains is just going to take it. Okay, there's our fetch. So I need to push Curtains now if I want to be able to Huatli next turn. Because he will take Huatli. I can't let him take this. Like, there's a chance he goes Bowmasters, end step. And the Talisman signifies that he doesn't have Wheel after Bowmasters. Otherwise, he would have played Bowmasters on this end step. Let's get red. There's green. Huatli. You can push when the ability. Sorry, what do you mean? What, like, in response to the Concealing Curtains ability? I just don't want him to do that at all. He also doesn't have blue yet for majority of the wheels. That's true. I guess I'm grabbing planes for leyline binding purposes. Towards to plowshares. I mean, we have everything else but blue, so might as well. They're not making mana, so let's just attack. Yeah, so the reason why I pushed the Concealing Curtains there is I didn't want this turn to be Concealing Curtains take my Huatli, and then now we're permanently screwed out of the rest of our ability. The ability only transforms. Oh, I see. Okay. You are right. Then yeah, that was a misplay. I should have waited for the ability to activate, but he didn't do much on that turn anyway, so it ended up not mattering, but in the future, that is something to keep in mind. You are right. Let's flip Huatli. I know I could be walking into a removal spell, but the coin flip to that argument is walking into a counter spell. You know what? No. Let's double spell. Let's double spell. This is stronger. Because he's wheels. Let's empty our hand. Let's not hold things in our hand. Yeah, and if this was a brazen borrower, so be it. Okay, great. Petty theft my thing. That's fine. You know what would have happened if I flipped Huatli? Huatli would have gotten petty thefted back to my hand in response to me spending 5 mana. So it's like, this works out way better. I love double spelling. I have nothing to do. I'm just gonna... Okay, Detective's Phoenix. Opponent's running low on cards now. I just go Rabble Master. I think I'm gonna rummage first. We'll see. Okay. Plastic Bronco. Right, dope. Minsk and Boo of himself for himself. Ooh. How quaint. I'll get smacked by a 4/4. Please top deck my Minsk and Boo. I'll laugh. Okay, holding back Minsk and Boo. I need to collect evidence 6 for that. Let's just flip Watley without exiling a thing from my graveyard. Play Swamp. Wait, I already have 5. I see. Make 2 3/3 dinosaurs. Yeah. It's rough, but I gotta pass here. He's about to draw 4. Like, I don't have much else to do. I mean, if he draws 4s here, it's really bad, actually. He can't do that. Bye, Arctic Fox. Fox. Swamp. Ace. Probably bounce my token. Yep. Okay, well, that could have been worse. And I mean, I definitely could have drawn a worse land for turn. Move to combat. Attack Minsk and Boo. Attack Jace. Other land. And that looks right. Maybe double black. The land. All right. Brainstorm. Okay. I mean, we're flooded, right? And that blows. But it's not going to be the end of the world unless our opponent closes it out, right? I need to wait for our opponent to, like, actually cross the finish line. Fast Bond. That's very good in a wheels deck. But does he have the wheels to back it up? It looks like the answer is no. Dude, it's heartbreaking. It's okay. We have the Caustic Bronco. Okay, well, there's Minsk and Boo. I mean, let's just run them and Skimbu out. Yeah, like this is getting countered 100% of the time, but like Mystic Confluence or something. Mystic Confluence. At least he only draws one card off this. Yep. And bounce Caustic Bronco. That's fine. And I'll replay the Bronco. He gave my Bronco Vigilance. How kind. Okay, this is Time Twister, probably. Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I know. Just untapped my Bronco for me. The TY. How very polite. Mystic Confluence forever. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't draw a card there. I don't even know if we have a fetchable. We do. I need to stop being flooded. Doesn't even die to Brazen Bar. Okay, I just took 7. My kingdom for a card. I feel like I want life more than the ability to exile a creature. I did just exile all of my creatures to the Detective Phoenix because I was like, oh, if we get wheeled, Time Twisted, I want Minskin Boo more than those creatures. That's fine. I should have gained my 3 life, actually. Not fine. I forgot that the Graveyard Shuffle. That was a bad play on my part. Okay, Leovold. We're about to get destroyed here. I mean, my opponent needs to find a way to kill my Kappa Cannoneer. I didn't leave white untapped for Leyline Binding or Swords. Pretty rough. I was just thinking about Deathrite Shaman. A Chrome Seed Shark doesn't matter. Unless he goes Time Twister. Time Twister is the only thing that really messes me up here. Pass Bond. I mean, this doesn't look like a Time Twister. Pest Infestation on Detective's Phoenix, that's fine. I'll take 6. My opponent's just dead to Kolaghan's command, though. Oh, also dead to this. Virtue Persistence. Brings back my Phoenix. Start combat. Attack with Detectives Phoenix. Ooh, wait, hang on, pause. Yeah. So before blocks, I got a Leyline Binding. Okay, there we go. All right, we turned it around. We got at least 50 play points back. Man, those first 2 games were rough though. I think I drew like 11 of my 17 lands in a row. In like a flood in that first like turn 1 game of game 2 was like opponent went Island, Mana Crypt, Tinker, Blightsteel in play, pass, and we just had 2 tap lands and we didn't draw swords. Hang on, guys. Let me turn on the screen hider really quickly. I want you all to know that if you play Magic Online, if you have a rental program, if you have whatever, you should really consider joining the Discord. I want to do Team Cube drafts so bad on Discord. Please join if you have MTGO. It would be amazing. I want to thank you all for hanging out. I had a good time despite us going 1 and 2 twice. It's not my favorite, but if you like the stream, please give a follow. You know, I'm learning the ropes of MTGO, getting back into Cube, whatnot. So it's been an interesting time. Anyway, join the Discord. I'll see you all there. Thanks for hanging out. There'll be a live stream schedule sometime soon in the future. Stay posted. Thank you all. Bye-bye.